I'm sorry that I was late, but there was a lot of traffic. Is that a good apology? No. I'm sorry that you feel that way. Nope, that's not a good apology either. I said I'm sorry. I didn't want to make you feel that way. Can you just move on now? No, that's not an apology either. It feels like we all want an apology that feels good for us and we want to feel heard, but at the same time, not everybody knows how to offer a good apology. Let's talk about that. Hi, I'm Vasi Sandopoulou. I'm your relationship therapist, and I'm here to help you fix relationships that matter to you. Let's talk about an apology. What is not an apology first, and how an apology should be. First and foremost, an apology doesn't include the word but. Anything you say after but cancels what you said before the but. So if you say, I'm sorry, but I didn't know that this hurt you, then this cancels the I'm sorry. You don't actually feel sorry. You make an excuse, you give a reason for why you're not sorry, actually. So, no but. Another thing that we need to be mindful of when we apologize, it needs to be focused on our actions and not on the other person's response or the other person's reaction. So I'm sorry that I yelled at you, but come on, why are you so sensitive? That doesn't focus on your actions. That actually makes the other person feel invalidated and they make them feel humiliated for their reaction. So focus on your actions. I'm sorry that I talked to you like that. Full stop. Another element of a good apology is that it offers reparation or restitution. I'm sorry that I broke your car. It was my mistake, but I will offer to fix it on my expenses. You offer to repair something. I'm sorry that I didn't have time to meet you yesterday. I'm going to empty my calendar. I'm going to spend my weekend with you. You offer reparation because you know, you understand, and you want the other person to understand also that what you did hurt their feelings. Another element is that a good apology doesn't over exaggerate, doesn't overcompensate. So just because I know that I was wrong, I don't need to overcompensate or feel guilty and regret for that for the rest of my life. I don't need to send you flowers every single day. I don't need to feel that I owe you for the rest of my life. That brings the relationship in an imbalanced power position. So we want balance, and that means that we do say I'm sorry, we do compensate, but we don't overdo it. Overdoing it and over apologizing creates distance in the relationship. A good apology doesn't focus on who started it. There's no room for defensiveness there. We're not looking for the culprit. We're not looking for the victim. This is not what we do. A good apology focuses only on our part, our responsibility. We're owning our own part of responsibility. That's what we do. We don't take the blame for everything, but also we don't try to blame the other person as well. Each one of us should take their own part of the responsibility. A good apology also shows to the other person that we will do our best in order to avoid repeating the same mistake in the future. For example, I'm sorry that I was late for our meeting. I will start earlier. I will leave work earlier next time so that I will meet you on time, taking also into consideration that there will be traffic or other things that would delay me. That's what we do. We show that there's going to be corrective action. Also, keep in mind that a good apology is not there only to stop the conversation. A good apology actually continues the conversation. So we're not apologizing so that we can silence the other person. See, I said I'm sorry. Stop it. Just drop it. No. We want to explain our own part. We also want to explore the other person's perspective and see how they felt about that. It's the beginning of the conversation, but not the end of it. And also, last but not least, a good apology does not ask the other person to do something, not even to forgive. So I said, I'm sorry, now you need to move on. No, that's for the other person to decide. We're doing our part, which is apologizing, and then we wait until the other person is ready, or maybe they have questions, or maybe they want to discuss. And when they're ready, they will move on. So it's not an exchange, it's not a transaction that we're asking something from the other person. Considering all this, think about what it means to apologize to the other person. The most important thing is that the other person feels validated. They feel heard. I am sorry for what I did. I know that being late hurt you or made you feel ashamed because you were waiting for me for all this time. It must have been very difficult for you. We show to the other person that we get into their shoes. We empathize with how it must have been when they were being the recipient of our behavior. We want to validate them for that. And even though we don't understand their perspective, an apology can start with I'm sorry. And as we said before, we continue the conversation. But since I'm not understanding your perspective, can you tell me more about that? Can you explain to me? Because I don't see fully how I hurt you. And I'm very interested into knowing that, into understanding how I made you feel. So you see how a good apology continues the conversation. Give your relationship the gift of a good apology. Not only you will make the other person feel important in this relationship, but also you will see your relationship growing even stronger. I hope it helped. Let me know your thoughts and your comments, and let's continue that conversation further. Don't forget to check the description for all the free gifts that I have created for you. Take good care of yourself.